What is up, PELWELL family? We have so much fun work for you today. We're gonna work back, biceps with heavy lifts, and then we've got some burnouts too for the shoulders and the legs. So whenever you're ready, let's go. Okay, so we do have our strength-based workout today, but we're gonna start our warm-up with some mobility and some foam rolling. So you do need your foam roller for the warm-up. So we're going to do some self-myofascial release in each different area, and then we're going to mobilize through the joints as well. So we're going to start with the hamstrings and the booty because the last circuit we have bridges. So we want to warm up those hamstrings and that tush. So go ahead, we'll start with the hamstrings. Place the foam roller like under the mid part of your thigh, and then lift the hips, press to the hands, and slowly roll through the entire hamstring. Try to keep the foot flexed to start. You just want to roll from the bottom of the tush to right above the knee, so we don't have to actually go in and behind the knee. So if you feel like this feels pretty good and you can handle more, you can always double up the other leg and wrap it around, because the more weight you can get into the foam roller, the deeper this is going to help release some of that tension through the muscles. Wherever you are though, go ahead. Turn the arch of the foot towards the floor, and now we're going to hit a little bit more inner thigh and hamstring rather than just the hamstring. So keep that foot rotated out. Arch of the foot is facing the floor. And again, the goal is the same from the bottom of the hip to the top of the knee. From here, rotate, so now the arch of the foot is facing the ceiling, and now we're going to hit a little outer thigh with hamstring, maybe moving into the IT band. Slowly release. Before we move into the other leg, we're going to do the glute on that same side. So coming onto your side, you're going to place the foam roller underneath the middle of your tush, lower down onto the forearm. You're going to keep both feet on the floor today, knees high up to the sky. You want to keep your hips square to the ceiling, but you're starting to rotate the chest to the wall in front of you. So you're really hitting the tissue on the glute, making sure we're getting into that and we're not like on the hip bone or the joints or anything like that, or the outside of the hip. So you just want to roll the entire of the glute, so right where the glute and the leg come together, and then stop when the glute is about to hit the low back. So nice and easy, just forward and back, forward and back. The next time you come to about the center of that glute hold, and we're just going to gently windshield wiper the knees side to side, so you're kind of rocking maybe just an inch or two. So if you're really tender through the glutes, this might not feel so great, but that compression is going to be what helps the muscle to relax. So try to not add tension through the upper body, avoid holding the breath, make sure you're breathing. Stay for 3, 2 more side rocks, 1 more. Slowly release. Go ahead and take your free hand to press yourself up. Slide the foam roller out from underneath of you, and we're going to take it to the other leg. So right at that middle of the hamstring, pick the hips up from the hands, and then we have a flexed foot, and we're driving from right underneath the tush to right above the knee. So not a huge thing here. Just make sure you don't go behind the knee. We don't want to put any pressure there. Stay right into that hamstring. And again, if this side you feel like I can handle more, you can always wrap the other leg around and use that top leg just to add some weight into it. But if that doesn't feel good, feel free to just leave that foot on the floor. From here, rotate so the inside arch of the foot is facing the floor. Let's hit a little bit inner thigh. You got it, stay with it. From here, just keep flowing, but rotate so the arch of the foot hits or faces towards the ceiling. Hit outer thigh. Slowly release it down, drop the hips. I'm going to rotate, but you can just switch off to the other side. You're going to place it underneath the center of the glute. Again, we want to keep the feet flat onto the floor. Hips are following the knee direction up to the ceiling. The chest is slightly open to the wall in front of us. just about 30 seconds in each position. Just want to roll through. If it feels extra tender, you might want to just hold that spot and let it decompress through the tension, through that weight pushing into the foam roller. So on the next time when you come to that mid spot of the glute, hold, and again we're just going to kind of windshield wiper the knees just an inch or two side to side, really getting nice and deep into the tush. Like 2 more, stay with your breath, and slowly release. Go ahead, set the foam roller off to the side for a second. Go ahead, we're gonna mobilize the front of the hips with mobility rather than foam roller. So you wanna bring your knees to a 90-90. I'll just scoot myself this way so I'm not against the wall. From here, take the hands behind you. Whatever leg is to the back, you're gonna slowly lift that leg until it can't go anymore without the other leg following, and then the other leg will follow. So once you're at the back of the mat, the knees are still bent at a 90-90, and you should feel this big time in the hip flexors right where that hip and the leg come together, right in that joint. We're mobilizing through the joint. And if you're really flexible through the hips and you feel like you can take your hands off the floor, feel free to reach the arms forward and then stay with that same thing and transition to the back. Whatever feels better for you, hands or no hands, just really focus on opening up those hip flexors with this mobility, 90-90. 2 more, 1 on each direction. Even it out. Last one. And slowly release. Okay, one more time with that foam roller. We're going to take it to the upper back. So go ahead and sit onto your tush. You're going to place the foam roller right above the rib cage, but right below the shoulder blades. You can bring the hands behind the head. You can hug the arms, whatever feels more comfortable down by the side. Press through the feet to lift the hips. And then we're gonna roll the entirety of the shoulder blade. So from the bottom of the shoulder blade to the top. So we're not going into the neck, but right where that shoulder blade starts to meet the top of the shoulders. And then you roll right back down to the bottom of the shoulder blade. So really targeting the upper back here. Keep pressing through the bottom of the feet. Keep your core strong. So we're not like letting the hips drop and the lower back start to take on any weight or tension. Use your hamstrings, your glutes, your feet to keep the body supported up and off the floor. Keep your chest open to the ceiling. And then slowly release. You can set your foam roller off to the side, you don't need it anymore. And we're gonna do shoulder cars to mobilize to the actual joint. So reach the arms straight out in front of you, make sure the shoulders are relaxed so we're not shrugging. From the shoulder socket, you're gonna actively pull the arms back, then use the shoulder socket to lift, pull them forward, and then back down. So you're moving in almost like a square, almost circle type motion, but you wanna make sure you're not just shrugging the shoulders to get it up. So you're actually focusing on the whole shoulder girdle. So pull the scapulas back and together. Lift from the shoulder socket, pull it back forward so you're pulling the scapulas apart, and then slowly lower back down. Maybe about 4 this direction, and then we'll do 4 the other direction. So slowly pull it forward, and then the same thing. So again, really focus on feeling the joint moving around. We don't want to just be shrugging and releasing. We really want to mobilize through the joint. Maybe 1 more. And slowly release. Just roll the shoulders, shake it out, and then you're ready to work out. We have up first, we're going to be focusing on back and biceps, but we are going to be doing something a little different. So you are going to need a heavy-ish weight for bent over rows, but something that you can also transition from bent over rows into alternating curls. So it can be heavier than something you can double curl with, but not so heavy for the back that you can't actually curl the weight. So maybe something moderate, anything between 10, 20, maybe 25 if you're a beast. So you'll go ahead and grab your weights. So for 10 reps, we're gonna hinge from the hips. The hands are directly beneath the chest and the shoulders, and then we pull the shoulder blades together as we row the weight up. So go ahead, grab your dumbbells, Hinge from those hips like you're going into a deadlift. Drop those weights and then slowly row up for 10 reps here. Exhale as you pull it up. Inhale as you lower. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the top. Drive the elbows back. Keep thinking you're pulling the weights up and back towards the back hip pocket. Now this weight right here should be heavy, something you cannot hammer curl or bicep curl. So whenever you hit 10 and release, go to your curling weight. And then we have 10 bicep or hammer curls, you choose. Palms facing away or palms facing each other. Exhale as you curl. Ten reps here. After you hit 10, we have 10 sets. So this weight will probably be somewhere between the two, between something you bicep curl and between something that you row, if you've got the weights available. If you don't, just stay with the weights that you're curling. So we're gonna row to a curl. So in that hinge position, you do an entire row first, stand up, and then hammer curl. We're doing 10 sets of those. So hinge from the hips, row, pull the shoulder blades together, stand up, and then hammer curl. Hinge from the hips again. Here's number 2. Stand up, hammer curl. You got it. So 10 sets, really focusing on the upper back and the biceps here. Here's number 4 for me. Keep the feet firmly grounded into the mat. Keep your core super fired up here. Make sure you're not rounding the upper back at the bottom. As the biceps starts to get tired, try not to swing the weights, swinging your body. Really focus on pure strength here. We got 2 more sets. 1 more set. Oh, kind of swung that one. And then slowly release. All right, make sure you've got enough space. We're actually gonna transition into legs. So we have 10 of everything. We have sumo squats for 10. Then we're gonna just rotate into a lunge. So it's gonna be a sumo squat, rotate to face one side, and a lunge. That's 1 rep, sumo, rotate to the other, that's 2. We're gonna bring the feet almost like if you were doing yoga, like to chair. So they're a little more narrow than hips distance, and narrow chair squats. And then we start over with the upper back exercise. So go ahead, come back into your sumo position. Feet are super wide. Feet are turned out somewhere between 10 and 2, 9 and 3. 10 reps, get nice and low. Keep your chest up tall, keep your core braced. Drive the floor away from the feet. 2 more. Straight into those lunges, but we have that sumo squat in between each one. So sumo squat, pivot, lunge. Come back to center. Sumo, pivot, other side. Make sure when you pivot, the knees land in a 90-90. Your chest stays up nice and tall. Your core is strong. This will be number 5 for me. We're going all the way to 10. Here's 7. I'm going to transition to those narrow squats. 1 more. And then feet together, narrow squats. So when you sit into these narrow squats, really try to make sure the knees aren't like going super far out to the side. Keep the whole foot firmly grounded into the mat. Keep your core strong. We got 10 here. 1 more. And release, shake it out, nice job. And then whenever you're ready, we have our heavy weight, because we're doing just the back to start. Heavy weight, bent over rows, 8 repetitions. So hinge from those hips, weights under the shoulders, pull the shoulder blades together, and then squeeze them at the top, 8 reps, let's go. Exhale as you pull up. 3 more, 2 more, last one, and release. Grab your bicep weight, and then 8 bicep curls. Two more. Really try not to swing the body. And then you grab your weight that you can do both with. So maybe something a little heavier than your normal curl weight, so we can still challenge the back. Hinge from those hips. Row for 8 curl combinations. You got it. Exhale, row up. There's 2. Really try not to swing the weight. So we're not curling as we stand up. Stand up first, then curl the weights. It's 2 separate movements. You got it. Keep breathing. Got one more. Whew. And once you hit 8 combinations, feel free to release. We're gonna move into our arm toning section. So you're gonna need lighter dumbbells here, something that you can do 15 reps of 5 different shoulder exercises, non-stop, back to back to back. So I'm gonna try 10s, but we'll see how that goes. 10s might be a little ambitious. So right now, just grab some water, shake it out, grab your lighter weights, and then we'll get ready to go into the arm toning. All right, so lighter weights in hand. We have 5 moves, 15 reps each. So we have YW presses first. So go ahead, bring the arms in so that you're making a W shape so the elbows are in. Make sure too that the entire time the wrists aren't hinging backwards, so you have neutral wrists. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, press it out towards like the corners of the room, so you're making a Y. It's not going straight overhead. Here's 4, we're going to 15. Exhale as you punch out. Here's 8, come on. We got 3 more, we're going right into lateral raises. 1 more. You hit 15, weights drop, lateral raises 15. Exhale as you raise. You got it. "15 reps. Here's 10. Stay with it. The hands stop shoulder height. Whew. In and out overhead presses. So we can start narrow. You press it up and take it wide. That's 1. Come back to narrow, up and wide. That's 2. 3, all the way to 15. Come on. Your shoulders should be on fire. Let's go. You got this, come on. Past halfway. I got 5 more sets. Three more sets. 2 more. Whew. 1 more. Oh, release. Right into it, upright rows 15. I know. Pull those weights up. Elbows drive back, not in line with the shoulders. Here's 7, we're going to 15. Try not to shrug. One more. As quick as you can transition, plank hold, 15 seconds only. 1. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrists. Stay for 3, 2. Whew. Drop the knees. Kick it out. Roll the shoulders. All right. 6 reps each. So there's 6 bent over heavy rows. So this is when you start to get heavier. So if you have weights available, if you have multiple sets of dumbbells, this should be heavy, heavy, heavy because we're only doing 6 reps. Then we have 6 bicep curls, which try to challenge yourself. Try to curl something you've maybe never curled before. and then we're gonna put them together with a weight that's in between those two weights. So, whenever you're ready, 6 reps. Bent over rows, hinge from the hips, weight straight down, we row for 6. Make sure you get 6 really good ones, good form, and then transition to your curling weight, back and biceps. So you got 6 here. Six total. And then 6 combined. If you feel like I need a breather, feel free to take that breather. And then we row, release, stand up first, then hammer curl, 6 reps. Exhale on the work, inhale on the release. Here's set 3 for me. Got 3 more sets. 2 more. Whew. Upper body's getting a workout today. Come on. 1 more. And release after you get that 6. Oh, roll the shoulders out. All right, we have bridges up next. So we're on the floor. We've got 15 walkouts, which I'll demonstrate for you. 15 single leg bridges, 15 other leg, and that's it. So, transitioning to the floor, your feet are flat onto the mat. Make sure that the knees are over the ankles, and the feet are only hips distance apart, so we don't want the feet like wider than the hips or too close together. Tilt the hips towards the ribs first. You're gonna come up to the top of the bridge. From here, we're gonna walk it out. So, flat foot, you step the right foot all the way out onto the heel, so you're extending the legs, and then the left. Right there is gonna be where you feel it, like crazy. Then we step the whole foot back in, the whole foot back in. If your hip drops a little, every time you step it back in, reset, get your hips up high. So at the top of every single rep, you have a straight line, shoulder, hips to knees. So if you're ready, this is gonna be crazy, crazy burner for your backside. So go ahead, lift up. Make sure that the shoulders are staying rounded. Step it out, step it out. Oop, that's where it burns. Step it in, step it in. Switch legs. So now left, right, left, right. Now right, left, right, left. That's only 3. I'm already feeling it. Come on. We go to 15. Get those hips up, get those hips up. Here's 6. Come on, lift those hips. I know. I know. All right, here's 8, which means we're past our halfway point. Stay with me. Keep those hips up. Make sure that everything's returning right back to its starting position. 3. We got 3 more. Feel the tush, feel the hamstrings. If they feel like they're seizing up and about to explode, hey, guess what? You're doing it right. 1 more, come on. Hold it in, hold it in. Left ankle on the right knee. 15 single leg bridges, right into it. Let's go. Powering through that right hamstring. Here's 7 for me, come on. Here's 13, 14, 15. Right into it, switch sides. Don't drop the hips, don't drop the hips. Just switch legs. 15. Stay with it. 10 more, come on. You got this. 4, 3, 2, and release. Whoo! Release the chest, gently rock side to side. Nice job, nice job. Okay, so we're moving to our last round of the rows and the curls. So we have 4 reps. So if you have heavier weights, right now is the time to try something you've never tried before. To try a weight that might feel like I can't do it. Because even if you only get 1, that's better than none, and you're gonna keep progressing and getting stronger and stronger. So we have 4 bent over rows. If you can, we're gonna stay with that weight, and we're gonna do 4 alternating bicep curls. And then we're gonna go right into the combination. So in the combination, if you have to alternate, you're just gonna do 4 singles, not 4 sets. So if you row right, row left, that's 2 reps. So grab your super heavy weights for the back. We have 4 repetitions here, hinge from the hips. Pull the shoulder blades down away from the ears, row it up for 4. 3, 2. If you can, stand up. Try it with a double. If it's too hard, alternate, but stay with the heavy weight. 4 reps, it's only 4, you got this. Hinge back from the hips, and now we combine them. Row, stand up, curl, that's 1. We go to 4. 3 more, come on. 2 more sets. 1 more set. And release. Okay, so we have all 3 of those. So we're gonna start with our sumo squats to the lunge with the narrow, 10 of everything. We have 15 of all the shoulders, and we have 15 of the bridges, and then we're done. So we've got sumo squats on deck. So feet are wide, turned out between 10 and 2, 9 and 3. 10 reps, keep your chest up, drop the tush. Focus on the inner thighs, so keep driving the knees back. 5 more, come on, you got this. Remember, we have the sumo in between each lunge. 2 more, 1 more, here we go. We got sumo, pivot, drop into the lunge. Sumo, pivot, lunge. That's 2, we're going to 10. Stay low into those legs. There's 5, we're halfway, come on. You got this. One more. Yeah. Release. Grab those weights. WY presses. Whew. 15. Here we go. Here's 10, 5 more. Keep the knuckles driving up to the ceiling. Lateral raises. 15 reps. You got it. Come on, stay with it. Exhale as you lift against gravity. I got 3, 2 more. All right, in and outs, 15, which is really 30. You're welcome. In and outs, here we go. Narrow to wide, wide to narrow. You got it. That's 2. 3, come on. 4, watch the wrist hinge, knuckles to the ceiling the entire time. 5, come on. 6, I know it's a lot of shoulder. 7, 8, come on. 9, let's go. 10, 11, almost there, come on, come on. 12, 13, 14, this is it, this is it, this is it, finish it, finish it. 15, whew, upright rows right into it. Here we go, 15 reps. Elbows drive back. Remember, you transition to your plank super fast. 9, come on. 10, 5 more. Don't shrug the shoulders. All right, transition quickly right into that plank, 15 seconds. Shoulders over wrists, feet together. Curl the head long, press the heels back. Stay 5, 4, 3, 2, drop. We're already on the floor, transition to those bridges. 15 walkouts, 15 single legs. Hips up, here we go. Walk it out, and in, hips up, switch lead legs. 15 total. Alternate lead legs, you got this. That's 3 for me. Ooh, feel them hamstrings. That's 5, come on, 10 more. Here we go, halfway, halfway. Get those hips up off the floor. Even if they sink on the walkout, when you bring the feet back in, you lift them up. Here we go, here's 12. Come on, 13. 2 more. No break, don't drop the hips. We transition to those single legs. Hips up, don't drop. Stack one ankle, drive, 15. 10, come on. 8. 5. 3. 2. Switch, don't drop the hips, don't drop the hips. Last 15, this is it, come on. 10, come on. 7, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh my goodness, hug the knees. Relax the hamstrings. Awesome job. Extend both legs out long. Hug the right knee into the chest, take it across the left thigh, and then we're gonna hug the right knee with the left arm and then twist over the right shoulder. So make sure you have a nice long spine here. Keep pulling the crown of the head up. Pull that knee in. You should feel a big stretch to the outside of your right tush. And just breathe in the stretch. Slowly release. Before you unbind, take the right hand to the inside of the right knee and then twist over to the left. Make sure you keep the entirety of the right foot connected with the ground, so don't let the arch start to pick up. Push through the arch and then use that knee, push into the knee to find a bigger twist. Twisting from the mid-back, that thoracic spine, find length through the back, pull the crown of the head up. And then slowly untwist. We're going to take the bottom of the right foot to the inner left thigh, square the hips up to the short front edge of your mat, and then fold over the left leg. So feel a big hamstring stretch through the left side. Pull the crown of the head towards the shoelace part of the foot so you have a nice long spine. We're not rounding the back. Keep driving the right knee to the earth. So if the right knee's like popping up like crazy, maybe you can take the right hand and push it on the inside of that knee to keep it grounded. From here, before we come out of it, take your right hand to the outside of the left foot. If it can't reach the foot, grab for the ankle or the calf. Left hand is just off to the left side, maybe about in line with the knee. So you're going to press to the left hand to twist the upper body towards the left side of the room, and then this grip on the right is going to pull you down towards the leg. So now you feel a big hamstring stretch through the left leg, but a big side body stretch as well through the right side body, all the way up into the back, into the lats, moving into the arm. Just take a nice couple deep breaths here. Allow yourself just to kind of sink into the stretch. And slowly roll up. One more before we transition. Place the right ankle on the top of the left thigh. Take the hands behind you, lean into the arms, slide the left foot into the foot. The heel is as close to the body as you can get it. And then you're going to press to the hands to lift the chest and then drive the chest towards the right shin. So in this figure 4, big stretch through your right hip. And again, just stay here for a minute. Breathe into it. You earned this stretch. Slowly lean into the arms to release. Slide the left leg out. Extend the right leg. Fold over both legs, reaching towards the bottom of the feet. If the feet are not comfortable, grab the ankles or behind the calves and then use that wherever you're at to pull yourself closer to the legs. Pull the crown of the head toward the shoelace part of the feet. Find that long spine. Keep thinking, leading with your chest. Slowly release. Bend your left knee. Place the left foot on the outside of the right thigh. Hug the left knee with the right hand and then twist over the left shoulder. Once you're in this twist, pull the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Find a big, nice, long spine. And then hug the knee in closer so you're really opening up the left hip. Keep your right foot flexed. Keep the gaze over the left shoulder, trying to keep looking more and more behind you. Maybe with every exhale, you can twist a little deeper. Slowly come out, but before you release that leg, take the left hand to the inside of the left knee, right hand behind the right hip, and then twist the other direction. Keep pressing the left arch towards the floor, so we're not letting that left knee just fall off. You're active through the foot. You're giving your arms something to push into. Keep the spine long, pull the crown of the head up. Slowly release. Take the bottom of the left foot to the inner right thigh, and then fold yourself over the right leg. Try to drive that left knee down to the mat, and if you need to, you can place the hand on the inside of that knee to just push it down a little bit to open up that hip flexor. And then you're reaching on the right arm for whatever feels comfortable. If it's not the bottom of the foot, the ankle, the calf, whatever feels good for you. Before you come out of this, take the left hand to the outside of the right foot, ankle or calf, right hand to the outside of the right knee. Push through the right hand to twist the upper body towards the right side of the room, and then use your left hand to pull yourself down into this fold. Stretching through the right hamstring and the left side body. Slowly release. Place the left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Take the hands behind you. Lean into the arms. Slide the right heel as close to the body as you can get it. Press through the hands to find length through the body first, and then use the hands to drive the chest towards the chin. So you feel a big stretch to the outside of your left hip. Make sure the hips are staying grounded on the earth. They shouldn't be like floating from the mat. Slowly release into the arms, release the legs, bring the bottoms of the feet together, pull the heels in towards the body, interlace the hands around the toes, drive the knees down to the floor, pull the crown of the head up, and then fold the chest towards the arches of the feet, stretching through the inner thighs and the hip flexors. And just breathe. And slowly roll up, and that is your post-workout stretch. Awesome, awesome job, PELWELL family. You crushed that workout. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to continue to follow our programs. And until next time, PELWELL family, be well.